Let's go. Okay. Good morning. That was an interesting spike. An interesting spike. Good morning, everybody. So that looks good. Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. Good morning. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, let me get the music. Please don't stop the music. Is answer better back down? Even today or just in general? Dan. What's my favorite stock today? Don't know yet. Don't know yet. Yeah. Good morning, Adi. Hello, Ibrahim. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, there are a few candidates. SNCG looks good. SNCG looks good. CIGL looks good. HWH looks good. BBLG was good. Virus behave. Good morning, Dan. How are you? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, there are a few candidates. I think we're just looking for something to break out. I do like the way SNCG looks though. For now. That was an interesting candle. It needs a bit more volume though, as you can tell. So maybe that volume will kick in at the open. So watching this one closely. And then yeah, again, HWH has done really well. Finally broke above that 610 and held. So brand new highs is 620, 635. You got in at 267. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. You're nice and green in that position, so yeah. I sound like I'm fighting a cold. Yeah, it does feel that way. Like it sounds that way, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's progression. It starts with a headache and then a stupid cold. Kind of annoying. Don't have time for this rubbish. But anyways, you're watching LUMN at the Open JC. Sounds good. Chester, good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's almost winter in Canada. The weather's been super weird. But that's just, it's just Canada. The weather's always suspicious. Alrighty, question for you guys in the chat though. What's your favorite name going into the Open? What is your favorite name going into the Open? Let me know. See, I wish SNCG had a bit more consistent, like the candles looked a bit more consistent, right? Like it looks interesting. It's just missing like the slow trendy uppie, We'll keep an eye on it though. CIGL has been the one this morning, right? This chart has been beautiful. We just hit that supply zone at $3.20. $4.20, which is really not a surprise. It's a really common level, isn't it? So 420 is gonna have to be broken at some point if it wants to cook. Alrighty. Again, HWH looks good. So we'll keep an eye on all those names. Yeah, BBLG was nice, right? Good breakout earlier. Yeah, we are finding that common theme. BSLK is another one, right? Like there's so many names that could break out at the open, right? So we have all of them up here. Question is, which one will give us the boom skis? Today, CIGL, beautiful, right? So we tell people to join us in Discord in the morning. Yeah, Felix. Yeah, we tell people to join us because you can catch some of these plays nice and early on, right? So, and for the GOAT members, the CIGL was a pretty easy play. Pretty easy play. Alrighty, for the most part. So let's see. See what the open has in store for us. The S&P is gapping up, I guess, if you want to call it a gap up, right? Anything posted in the HC signals? Nothing today. No, nothing that looks, like quite clear and obvious yet. Some days, yeah, you're like, okay, this looks obvious, right? Yeah. Some days you're like, yep, it's this one. And you're not always gonna get signals in there because my job isn't to spam you with signals all day. Um, it's to post stuff that has a higher chance of working, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? So we keep it nice and tight. And then education, so we know when to get in all the other names as we're talking about it all day long, right? So yeah. Yep, exactly, Shima, exactly. So I like HWH. BBLG is still holding that 200 EMA above 260, so I like that as well. Right, so there are quite a few names, right? Like this one could easily break out and cook, right? BRIA was a nice gainer, but obviously, like we haven't really talked about this one much because it's been trending down for some time now. It might find a way to double bottom at the open here, though, right? Above 460 and then push back for the 200 at 520. So it might just do that. But for now, it's been on quite the downtrend. I think for now, going into the open, CIGL is at the top of the list, right? And then you have all these other names, right? So again, I like SNTG. Um, I did this one's giving like weird vibes, like we're gonna look away and it's gonna be like, oh, see, I told you it was SNTG. Even though it doesn't look good right now, it has that little weird vibe to it. We'll come back to that. So, like I said, CIGL is the top name for now, just because it has that history of performing, and as pre market is gone on. So, we shall see. Yeah, HWH. Yep, nice little breakout. The breakout again, really common candle at the open now, though, right? So, chaos. There it goes. Woof, that thing said hello. Let me cook, please. Damn. HWH. My goodness. Straight to the next supply zone there. Right, closer to 7. Closer to 7. That thing said, forget about all the other stocks. I'm the one. So nice push. Again, just be mindful though that you're looking at these candles. Deja vu. Yeah. You're looking at these candles at the open, right? So you know the candles are going to be extremely long. That's a really good scalp, Alan. Well done. Nice job. I like it. CIGL, no breakouts yet. Still just holding that 350 for now. Nothing happening again. SNCG, right? So no breakouts there. So looks interesting, but no breakouts yet. And then this one, BBLG is still holding that 200 EMA, which is nice. So as long as that thing stays above $2.60, it might just be okay. But again, no breakouts, right? So the most exciting one for now is HWH. Why? Because it's actually breaking out. And then obviously, again, we like CIGL, right? So I would say those are the top two names for now. This one needs to break out, right, for the volume to kick in. And then HWH has been looking good. Good morning, Prasad. Hello. Looks, yeah, ASST is yep. I just saw the one come across the scanner, which is nice. There goes the HWH guys testing new highs again. So pushing into the supply zone there. The $7. HWH is like, come on, it's not just ASST testing $7. I want to do it too. There you go, 705, 709. Here comes that resistance, right? I think we were looking for like 720 with the resistance on this one. So the high is 714 for now. Type yes in the chat if you're holding HWH. There goes brand new highs. So again, just be careful up here though, guys, right? Just be careful. Move those stop losses up if you are in. Yeah. Is it a China stock? Let's see. No, it says the MD, so not China. No. Whatever state is MD in the 500. Okay, nice. Yeah. So again, like I said, resistance, right? So there it is. Especially at the open, especially at the open, especially at the open, right? Maryland, I think so. Yeah. ZNB with a nice little pop as well. ZNB, I have that up somewhere. Just not sure where. BSLK is also popping. Pop, pop, pop. And CIGL is testing the upper side of the range now, which is good. So that thing does need to break out though if it wants to cook. Right, so all over the place. 420, anywhere from 44 to 410 to 420 is resistance on this thing, and it's failing. So the importance of these supply zones, right, guys? Importance of looking at that and saying, oh dang, there's a red zone there. It's a problem, right? So uh there we go. Yep, no breakouts yet. Yeah, down. That's not a breakout. I think that's kind of part of Shima's question about the wicks. That's not a breakout. The S&P is popping nicely there, so that's nice. Can we get a 1% green day today, Virus? Um, BSLK. You notice how these stocks are all over the place, guys? ZNB is doing well though. Let me pull up ZNB. ZNB. Yeah. What wicks were? Hmm. Yeah, ZNB has had a really nice run there. Good morning, Brian. Hello. There we go. Yeah, BSLK is still testing the highs there. It does have a bit more room all the way to 520-ish, just because that's where the view app is actually sitting at, right? So there goes your pop. 519. $5.19. BSLK. HWH, like look at that sell-off, right? My goodness, it's actually halted down now. So this is why, especially at the open, especially at the open, especially at the open, especially at the open, if you see resistance, you don't sit there and say, "Oh my gosh," but I'm feeling amazing today. No, right? The open is just not the time to play games with supply zones. Even ZNB, as well as it's doing, you can see that it's also still stuck in a supply zone, right? CIGL is like, nope, not me, not anymore. Yeah, that thing said, finally, let me give you a breakout. So nice little pop. ASST. So this was the best looking name in pre-market. Today, I think maybe we're reversing the roles where the best name in pre-market is actually still performing at the open. I'm surprised they haven't halted that thing on that candle. It looks like they have. $4.52. Uh, Nope. That's a glitch. That's suspicious. That thing said nope. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't halted that thing on that candle. Do, 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 do. There he goes, brand new highs. Yeah. Yeah, no, it wasn't halted. The candles are a little bit suspicious though, right? Like look at that. That candle went from 470 back to 430. Um, yeah, there you go. And congratulations if you got into this one. Right, some of you guys were swinging this one from pre-market to the open, so that's nice that it's had a nice little pop there. BRIA just hasn't done anything, right? We barely talked about that. And then that VWAP resistance for BSLK, not really a surprise there. Alrighty. I think most of you guys were in CIGL coming into the open because this was the one that was looking good. Yeah. Patricia, good job. CM, yeah. I like it. I like it. Dave, $2.205. There you go. Right? The beauty of being in Discord and catching the news. Mustafa got in at 350, out at 350. 450. Well done, Mustafa. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. I think what we want to see now though is something, sell off and consolidate and give us a consistent push as the day goes on. You know? There we go. You missed it? What, SNCG? Yeah, I'll take a look. I wanted that thing to break out line. Um, ZNB is fighting that supply zone, isn't it? So it struggled for a few candles there, but it really wants to break above it. Ah, yeah, they slapped that thing to the abyss, right? So this is why it's you for the most part don't want to have orders just waiting there because you can really get yourself in trouble. I want let me take a look at SNCG again. Uh, yeah. Let me see what the that alert for SNCG is. I wish that cost to borrow fee was a little bit higher. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that line. See what it does. And ZNB's like, hey guys, I'm just gonna go. Zero. Yep. It's just me missing the volume now, Jimbo. ZNB. That supply zone is still there because the candle hasn't closed yet. That's why it's still just sitting there. But it is looking good though. Testing $3. It's looking good. CIGL. Yeah. So that's quite the drop. That's a nasty drop. Today doesn't seem like the day to be, to be playing games, does it? You see money, you take monies. Today just doesn't seem like the day. Like you don't want to play too much because you're gonna get entat. Entat. Yeah, so $3 seems to be a bit of an obstacle here for ZNB. That supply zone is now gone because that candle closed, but still. And regroup a minute, Joel. Yeah, I think the mindset at the open usually is when you see resistance, you respect the resistance, you take the gains, and you move on. Right? And once that stock can actually show you a history of like consistent higher lows and like it's slowly moving up, or your entries is really nice, then you can stay in there longer. But playing games at the open is not for today. Scalpies. SNCG's just had a fat pop. Look at that. Shish. Dang, that $2 dip was actually quite nice, wasn't it? Dang, look at that thing push. Look at SNCG go. Oof. That $2 dip was actually quite nice. That was quite nice. Yeah, close to that 200 EMA. See, this is why we were looking at this thing this morning, even though it had no volume. Is it has some interesting vibes to it. There goes 270. Yeah, this thing just needs to give us a breakout or just consistent higher lows. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. ZNB just made brand new highs, so finally broke above that $3. $3. There goes 324. Oof. Said bye bye. Bye bye. Good scalp, Brian. And now on ZNB. 323. Breeding square exercise. What's that? Dang, look at how much they slapped CIGL. My goodness. Slapped it and halted it down. Sam, good morning. Hello. Hello. Dude, that is a long halt for HWH, isn't it? Well, a very long halt. Mm. Let's see. Let's see if SNCG can actually find a base above 250. See if we can find a base. Above the 250. Two. ZNB's really done well this morning. 138% now. Brand new highs on that last candle. Yeah, T, good scalp on that. Well done. Good scalp piece. How come all the gold members are cooking those scalps in Stock General? Why? You guys notice how these supply zones, well, like the resistance levels are quite consistent with numbers that we've used in the past. SNCG is looking good. I like it. So here comes a test of $3 because so brand new highs of the day for SNCG here. Type yes in the chat if you got into SNCG. Good job, Carl. I like that scalp. There it goes. 330. King, 332. Yeah. Hang on. And halted up. SNCG halted up. That that $2 dip was nice, Lion. That was a nice dip. The dip and then the curl back above. Ooh, beautiful. See, you know, there was a reason why we even though this thing wasn't moving, there was a reason why it looked interesting, huh? Yup, yup, yup. It's almost like it gives us the vibes, right? The vibes, the boomski vibes. Yeah, SNCG halted up. It is bouncing up and down. Yeah. So again, that's halted up, and we shall see what happens with the on halt. KT, what about SNCG? KT, I got in when you said you like it. Yeah, good. Good, you're green KT. Oh, for SNCG. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, sometimes you just see some of these names, like again, I keep saying this, right? Every morning, the name that I like, now is not the name that's like, okay, this is the shiniest toy. It's a name that doesn't seem appealing at all, right? Yesterday was whatever the name was yesterday. Too many names to remember, right? So yesterday was that. Today was SNTG, right? Like you were coming into the open. It doesn't really look like much, does it? Look at that, right? There's not a whole lot going on here, right? Yeah, it did happen yesterday. Okay, remember? Are you forgetting already? AAIHS. Are you forgetting? You liked the name and it cooked. Yeah, that's the same thing. That's what I'm saying. We liked that name yesterday because it wasn't doing anything and it cooked. This morning we liked this one this morning because it wasn't doing anything and it's still cooking. Right? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, a name that isn't obvious but we like it does well. Whereas a name like CIGL, this one actually did okay initially, right? But it's like the favorite name. It's like the most exciting name coming into the open, and then it gets slapped. Are we just ignoring ZNB? No, we've talked about ZNB quite a bit, right? So brand new highs, it's done well. Retested the breakout and then popped again. Erica, don't make me fight you. So yeah, brand new highs in that last candle. HWH again. This one looked good as well coming into the open, huh? Look at that, right? This one looked good coming into the open and then popped and they slapped it as well. So what's going on here, guys? What's going on? The market makers like, okay, 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 okay. The most exciting stocks slap them. BBLG obviously looks good too. That's the other name that we had on here on the right hand side there. But you can clearly see the double top, the resistance, the supply zone, right? You can see it. So if you're taking your gains above $3 on BBLG, you're happy with it. And then support watch for closer to 260. And then obviously we're waiting for SNCG to be unhalted. Yeah, it's just a double top though, right, AK? Mm. Mm. Okay, give us the on halts already. We are ready for the boom skis. Anybody ready for the boom skis? The 200 EMA? Yeah, close. Close, 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 close. Yeah, so between $3 and 290 there, AK, if it can stay above. And then ZNB had a nice little pop there, but you can still see all these wicks around like $3.30, Erica. Right, so it's gonna need to break out. SNCG is unhalted and still playing with that supply zone there, so nothing too crazy. Yeah, that's a bit of a sus on halt, isn't it? Yep, a bit of a sus on halt there. Maybe yeah, maybe that's a good thing if it can retest. But yeah, today doesn't seem like the day to be playing with supply zones, huh? They all seem to be struggling on supply zones. Is it halted down now? Oh my days. It's halted down, guys. Yeah. Craziness. Today is not the day. Today is a scalpy day. You see gains, you lock gains in. Good, now let ZNB cook. Yeah. Now that one's gone, people can focus on this one. Probably. Probably. Or maybe a CIGL can actually, test that 200 EMA and stay above, right? So $3 to 290 the AK. Yep, that's how it always should be, right? So put your stop loss below the halted price. In case it wants to do some fishy business, don't stay in there and wait. Right? So yeah, so again for this one, this area here might if it can stay above that area, more so again, like I said, $3 to 290, which is like that range there. So hopefully it stays above. BBLG is coming back though, so that's good. The BBLG, obviously you have your resistance up there at 320, so that's gonna need to be broken because we keep going back and forth. Can we get some actual names that like will, you know? Uh, okay. Sticking with your pre-market gains. Good, Donovan. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. AK, did you get into this one? I feel like you did. Why do I get the vibe you did? Yeah, ZNB couldn't break above 330 and actually stay above. Open? Open seems to do that like every day now, Virus. Like every day. It like there's a scalping opportunity. There goes BBLG, brand new highs. So let's see if it, this time, maybe this time, maybe this time BBLG can stay above. So 320. 320. Yeah, BBLG was nice at the bottom though. 325. That candle has about another 8 seconds on it, and they're driving it right to the top there, right to the bottom of the. There it goes. That thing said, "Thank you guys, thank you. Let me give you a pop. Thank you, thank you. Beautiful." Let's go, Nose. Good job. Nose is like chicken winner, winner, chicken dinner. Congratulations. Good job. and then closer to 350 is your next little resistance, right? So good job. Uh, bullish. What did they do again, Virus? These IPOs and a gaming mouse. No, I have all the Apple stuff, so maybe that's why. But yeah, I guess the Apple mouse is fancy, but other than that, it's not really you know. So here comes 350 test test test. There it goes, brand new highs BBLG. Type yes in the chat if you're holding BBLG. Good job, Nose. Yeah, there goes 360. Damn, as soon as that thing broke above that 320, it was like, nope, that's it. No, 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 Virus. Like seriously though, what did they do? Because I know it was an IPO, but I forgot what like I've completely forgotten what they do. um, yeah, I think that's the only way to look at that stuff. Virus is like it's sold off quite a bit, you know. Because technicals in this case maybe don't quite apply, right? Is like, is it actually a good company? That's about it. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Yeah, move those stops up. Oh, Kathy Woods. Of course. Of course. SNTG came all the way back down again. All the way back down. Wow, my goodness. Shish. Anyways, back to the actual stock that's cooking right now, BBLG. Is BBLG from China, guys? No, it's from Miami, I think. Yeah. Interesting. Nice run though. 376. Oh yeah, Peter Thiel. That was the BTC thing. Yeah. So Peter Thiel and Kathy Wood's virus. Not bad. Not bad. Maybe a scaling thing then. Peter Thiel. SNCG is holding $2 at least, right? If anybody's scalping that again, right? So holding the bottoms again. CIGL is just, like it doesn't have the volume anymore to push, 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 right? So that's going to be interesting. That is going to be interesting. Let me take a look at the one Virus is looking at though. Let's take a look at bullish. Before we do that, Dan with the news for SPY in the markets. Um, Seems like a stall zone, doesn't it? Bullish. So Kathy Woods is red. Everybody else is red. Lord have mercy. You guys see why we don't really care, when like an institution or someone like Kathy Woods is buying a stock? It's not always relevant. Yeah, like it's not always relevant. Kathy Woods is one of those people on Wall Street where you're like, anyways, I won't roast because Virus is gonna. Bullish is looking really really good though. So again, congrats if you're in this one. Obviously, you're approaching the next supply zone up there, so be careful. But really really nice run. Yeah, Virus. Maybe this is a scaling because 50 might become a really nice solid base. $50 like closer to 50, right? Like a starter position. I still want to know what they do though, because that's an interesting website. I reject all the cookies in this case. Thanks for interest in bullish. While our services aren't available in your location right now, you're welcome to explore the site to see what we're about. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Oh, that's the crypto platform. Yeah, probably connected to BTC dipping then. Yeah, virus, that makes a lot of sense now. Why it's dropping like that? That makes a lot more sense. CIGL, yeah, you're sitting at that 200 EMA there. It's fighting, Justin. Fighting. Take profits, won't sell. IV. What do you mean? Um, what do you mean your take profit won't sell? Yeah, BBLG with the retest of that last break. So 350 retest. For zone. NCI with a nice little pop as well. Were you spamming that one yesterday, Shima? NCI? Zone. Grants, good job. I like that. Yeah. I wish you sold, like a little bit higher, but still a good scalp. Yeah, you swing. Yeah. Congratulations, Grants. I like that. Yeah, 270 to 350 is nice. Good job. Yep. OPAD just showed up in the scanner as well. CIGL is really fighting to get back above the kernel there. Really fighting for its life. Nasdaq steps up for crypto. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing. I wonder if they will actually succeed though. What about ZNB? What about it? What's your question? It won't settle, keeps going down in price, but it has gotten. It won't sell. Um, well, so if it's not doing that, IV, what you need to do is just like if it's not working, just cancel it and sell it market, right? If it's at your profit target, right, and it's not selling, cancel and hit it, right? Cancel and hit market. That's all. Don't let it take your gains though, because you're waiting for a specific order to fill. Yes, to study your platforms, guys. Study your platforms. A lot of people that are new to the market seem to be having issues with like stop losses and limit orders and like taking gains and like stuff like that. Yeah, make sure you really like watch some YouTube videos. The documents. Study your platform because when you're in a position and you're green and it's not letting you sell. Right? That's pretty annoying. Because you've done all the work, right? You've gone in the position and it's green and you're just not sure how to sell it. That's pretty frustrating. So study your platform. BBLG is wild. Brand new highs and then Dipski. Yep, exactly, Shima. Exactly. 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 Yeah, if you yeah, I saw some of those questions from Kiara yesterday, and people helped, so that was good. Yeah, so if you have questions about your platform, always make sure you're asking, because most people use Webull and Robinhood and blah blah blah. So ask for help. Is it done? Did you sell that thing? I sure hope you sold it. Right? It doesn't look like it's done. Like it's coming back to the bottom and holding 220. But I sure hope you sold. You took some gains on that thing, KT. Please tell me you did. Alrighty, it looks like it's fighting a base. Hopefully it stays above 220 again. Hopefully. BBLG's yeah, look at that. Look at those candles. It's crazy. Again, today is not the day to be sitting back and saying, "Hey, but hey, I don't want to take my gains." Right? When you see beautiful runs like this to the supply zone, yeah, consider locking in those gains. Yeah, Katie, I think that's because you like that's because you really didn't plan the trade though. You did the hard work. You again, sometimes we're missing out on the simple stuff. You did the hard work. You agreed on your position already, right? You want to know the difference between your position and AK. AK was in the same position and put a stop loss below the halt price because that's what we've been screaming about for the last year, right? When a stock is halted, put your stop loss below the halt price just in case it wants to drop, right? Um, so she did that, right? And she's out of the position whereas it dropped too quickly, right? Sometimes you can't react quick enough. So you have to get those orders in there, right? You just can't react quick enough. Ooh. Yep, exactly. Yep. Joel, absolutely. So yeah, but now again, SNCG is holding the bottom of the range, right? So hopefully it stays above. I think guaranteed though, like when you're in a position and you're up like that, because you were up nicely, KT. When you're up like that, you should never be letting that stock go from green to red, right? At the very least, your stop loss should be a break even, right? At the very least. Alrighty. Bull market investor. Ayo. Good morning. Good morning. So CIGL has done a good job holding that 200 EMA, right? AK, are you still in this one? I think so. I think Justin is in this one too. So your next obstacle though is going to be right below 340. Oof, as soon as I say that, it drops. My goodness, right? So your next obstacle is going to be right there, and it's filled at that level. Why? Because you have the 50 and the view app sitting at that spot. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. So again, the support zone was this area. Because of the 200 EMA, your resistance is going to be right there because of the 50 and the view app. So we need to break one way or the other. One way, oh, another. We're gonna break it. I'm kidding. Ready to explode? Well, it needs to break out, is what it needs to do. That is what it needs to do. So we're back to 317. SMTK with a little pop. Mm, that's a nice breakout, isn't it? I don't know if I trust these candles yet, though. But so 305 out at 320. You stopped out at 320. Beautiful D. Yeah. No games today, right? No games. Be aggressive with those stops, please. Guarantee the monies. SMTK brand new highs. Yep. Mm, yeah. Candles like these are nice when you're in there, but when you're not in a position, like I said, I don't know if I trust those candles, right? Like they're always suspicious. Um, yeah. When candles start getting bigger, you want to be very skeptical. Very, very skeptical. CIG is like, hey guys, I'm going for it now. There we go. So another retest of the bottom of the range, right? So one way, oh another, it's gonna break. So it needs to clear that $3 and 40 cents basically. But yeah, looking good though. Right? So if you bought this thing off the bottom, AK, So $3 to 290 was the zone, so it's holding that level for now, which is good. CIGL, can it break out though? Maybe it actually will because there's nothing else cooking right now. Barris, are you gonna scale in into bullish or no? Scale or no scale? George, good job. Yep. Make it break out, Winterfell. Come on now. Here we go. 339. It's trying to. Right. Let me delete some of these little scribbles here. Make it a little bit easier to see. Yep. So there you go. Small position. Options. Thought you were gonna buy. I thought you were looking for shares, but no. Good morning, Raven. Good night, Virus. Ah. Yeah, so you can see that resistance up there though, right? That little circle we put, right? So that's going to be a bit of a problem here. So the bottom was nice. It now needs to break out. And it's failing again. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Okay. SNCG. Yeah, SNCG is coming back, right? So there you go. TK, are you happier now? A little bit more? A little bit? You're coming back at least, right? You should be almost back to break even, hopefully. Right? So the bottom of the range is holding, and as long as it stays above, that's okay. And then you have resistance at 260. Why? Because why not, right? So ZNB is still dipping here. So watch for support between 250 and 240. That's going to be a little support range. And guess what? CIGL guys slapped almost back to $3, right? So nothing seems to want to break out. Everything is scalpable today, though, just not boom skis, right? So the levels are clear for most of these names. SNCG is like, hey guys, don't worry about me. I'm coming back. Yeah, coming back. So there you go. Are you back to? You should be back to green, TK, right? KT should be back to green. So that thing said, we'll give you round 2, SNCG. Round 2, fight. Round 2 and fight. Okay, let's see. Nathan, are you in the chat? Yeah, make sure when you schedule a one-on-one, you are a gold member, guys. Pretty please. Okay, let's see. Mm-mm, 14. There we go. How much is the goat? Like meh, goat. If you want to join, just click the link at the bottom of the chat there. It's going to show you. Yeah, Nathan, did you schedule a one-on-one? Yeah, you have to be a gold member to schedule that. So otherwise it just gets canceled. Alrighty. Yeah. Why is there a little delay in streaming? How much of a delay is there, Ibrahim? Yeah, let me know. Nathan, are you going to upgrade to gold, or like are you okay with that getting cancelled? Yeah, 3 seconds is not a whole lot, Ibrahim, right? In the so you see the channel in Discord that's called the Legend, the one-on-one voice. We usually do it in there, or we do it on stream like this, right? So, but in a private, like one-on-one room. So not in the live room, but yeah, yeah. Bullish looks like rubbish virus. My goodness, like rubbish. ZNB is holding as well. So it's holding that 250 level, which is good, right? So wherever you have like the 200 and the VWAP, it's always a good spot for a base, right? So that's good that it's holding. Nathan, come over to click on the link. Come over to YouTube. Click on the link. Yeah. Was that a goat or a sheep sound? I don't know, SB. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, make sure the red dot is live, and yeah, it's gonna be like very minimal, right? Very, very minimal. Enough to make sure, Raymond, that when you leave, you have an understanding of what you need to do. Enough. Yeah, usually 45 minutes to an hour. Um, to have one-on-one, is it possible to have one-on-one connection? I don't understand, guys. Guardian, ayo, how are you? Hello, hello. Yeah, everything just looks super scammy today, right? Look at everything. Like nothing wants to break out and hold. Nothing wants to break and hold. My thoughts, Andy, on BSLK. Let's take a look. BSLK. It kind of looks like it's coming off the bottom, doesn't it? I think that's what you're looking at. Like yeah. It kind of looks okay. Above $3.80. Yep. So, like it looks fine to me. Right. The only thing that you might be missing is the volume. Will the volume actually come in off the bottom? Who knows? Right. So you might just have to watch that really closely. On the fifth, exactly, virus, exactly. I agree. It can do its own thing below that level. My average, Abby says, AB, my average is 370 on the CIGL. Shall I hold 370? Yeah, you got in quite high. Yeah. Nathan, I think you're hesitant because you don't have a strategy, right? Um, Whenever someone tells me like, "Hey, I'm hesitant," right? Um, yeah, I think it's because you don't have a strategy. Like you just don't know when to buy and sell. So think about it, right? Like if you've consistently lost money and you're guessing, right, and you're losing money, guess what? Even when you see something good, you're not gonna get in, right? So it's just that simple, right? You see the yellow names in the chat getting in and out, right? You see those gold looking names in Discord getting in and out. It's because when they become a gold member, we actually talk about stuff that, hey, like, right? So that's been the whole point of the gold membership, is like it's very clear. You buy here, you sell here, you follow this exact plan, right? So makes it easier, right? You can get rid of that hesitation. Moving on. Yeah, great video in the education section. Yep. Yep. BBLG. Yeah, it's holding the bottom there. Round four for you, Matt. Good. Are you green? Green. Better be green. Daily goal. DLTH. Let's take a look. Yeah, Sun's slow and steady. You seem to have resistance between $3.90 and $4 now, though, Jordan, J Dog. Right. So, but nice little push. Yeah, but there's resistance up here. Um, yeah. So for now, again, that question for your average AB at 370. If I was in that same position, what I would be doing right now is setting a stop loss below 290. That's what I would be doing, right? I think you shouldn't have been in this position in the first place, right? I don't think you should have been in this position because again, that thing ran to 470, so you should have taken profits. Or when it was coming down for the second time, it never really consolidated at 370, so you should have never been in that position. And or where's the stop loss, right? Let's go, Ahmad. Keep in mind you've made the daily goal, right? Well above the daily goal. So, right. So good job. And yeah, good job. Chris and I had a one-on-one yesterday, right? And he's been cooking today. Cooking, Chris. How do you upgrade your membership? These are the instructions on how you upgrade your membership. So right there. You just have to click on that join link at the bottom of the chat. Alrighty. So click on that link at the bottom of the chat and then follow these steps. Yeah, so if you're wondering, AB, click the link at the bottom of the chat there. From Nightbot, click this link at the bottom. It's going to give you all the different levels. So Legend, Legend Pro, and the Gold level, it'll tell you what all of that stuff is for. Okay. Alrighty, good. Any new gold members that haven't had one-on-ones yet? Yeah, DLTH has done well with like the slow movement. Yeah, Andy, like not horrible, just no volume on BSLK, right? Especially when it's below the 200 and the VWAP, right? So those two lines, yeah. The one-on-one was fantastic for me yesterday. Everyone follow the plan, embrace the process, and you will find success. I assure you. Let's go, Chris. Let's go. Yeah, I had to yell at Chris, because Chris was doing some things that I didn't like. I had to yell at him with my COVID voice. Like, hey, Chris, follow the damn plan, please. Follow the steps. Don't make me come find you. Okay, perfect. Yeah, good. Yeah, so Kiki, Rock, Joseph for the 15th. Okay. And then Addy. Okay, sounds good. Janelle, usually, yes. Usually. BBLG with a nice little pop there. Testing the supply zone again. 380 resistance. You did, Chris. You did. Yes. You did. Yeah. It's never personal. When I yell at someone, it's usually because I want them to do well. Like it literally doesn't benefit me in any way for someone to not succeed. So if you're doing things you're not supposed to do, I will find you. And I will give it to you. Yeah. Ladder, yeah, I think you just became a gold member yesterday, right? So should be okay. Yeah, the reason I ask who hasn't had a one-on-one yet is because like I really don't want people waiting 2 weeks to do a one-on-one. So we'll always, I just want to know, right? So I know who to message. So I'll see how I feel later today, and then so keep an eye on the one on one channel already. But yeah, if not, we'd be doing some. If I wasn't feeling a little bit under the weather, we'd be doing some today. But we will definitely do some sooner than later. Alrighty. So don't worry about don't. So make sure you book something though. Book something. That's the worst case scenario. Usually get them done before. Um. So you click on the link, right, and then you click on see perks. Raymond. So see perks, and then you're gonna select the level that you want, and then you're just gonna click on change level. Yeah. Yeah, no, like I said, Kiki, if I was feeling, up to it today, I definitely would be doing some today. And especially this weekend, but um if I don't feel up to it, then it will have to be next week. But I'll try and get them done. There we go. Ivy, yeah. So we have quite a few to yeah, to do. We like I would do like maybe a group one-on-one as an introduction, but every situation is kind of personal, so we're not gonna be doing group one-on-ones. Yeah. Yeah, today's just a scalpy day, right? You see gains, you lock in gains, in and out, in and out, in and out. CIGL is still holding the bottom, which is okay, right? Nothing seems to have the volume. Yeah, yeah, it's just consolidating for now, so it needs that breakout. Do, 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 do. Cool. Yeah. Uh, should be good. Do, 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 do. I know, Jason. Yeah, next week. Okay, and watch the money go without you, Jason. Yeah. Yep. Well, we'll work in that. The recording in the education section for TradingView setup is perfect. Good. I recommend anyone who did not see it yet, Ibrahim. That's what I mean, right? Like we have all the classes, all the videos for everything. So sometimes it's frustrating to me when someone's like, "Hey, how do I do this?" I'm like, "We have. So we want you to put in the work." Um, yeah, watch those videos. Ibrahim, thank you. Alrighty. Yeah, so if you're not sure how to use TradingView, guys, there's a video in the new trader education section for TradingView. Watch that video. Hassan says almost reached my daily goal for today. Good, good, Hassan. Good. I like it. Good, good, good. BBLG has been quite nice. So you just hit a double top at $4, right? I'm a beginner and I would like to start with your lowest membership. Says yeah. So the lowest membership, Annalisa, is going to be the legend level. Alrighty, so that will come with the community, all the video, the classes, the recorded classes, the live classes, everything. So yeah, the legend level is what you want to get if you're looking for the lowest level. Alrighty, that'll give you time to watch all those videos and learn. Anything else to watch? Can you predict when the volume is coming in? No. um, Ignore that. James says, I applied the entry exit video, got BBLG at 260. Education is fundamental. See, right? The people that are putting in the work are learning, right? So beautiful. Entry exit video. I don't know which video that is, but I know there's videos for entries and exits, right? So I applied the entry exit video. I got in BBLG at 260, right? Look at that. 260 all the way down somewhere, right? 260. 260, guys. And then all the way to $4. Nice, James. Give me a high five. Good. Matt, I know. You haven't done the yes, yes. AQB with a nice little pop there. AQB. DLTH is still looking really good. Retesting that 390 to $4 range again. No, to me, volume is based on like price action and the overall volume for the day. So um, that's all that really matters to me, right? Like we can look at a stock like this and say, and know that it has volume. Why? The average volume is 175,000 shares. Today it's 7 million, right? And the candles are moving in a nice consistent pattern. That's how I look at it. Dan says not much to say except it's a privilege to be among such wonderful people. I was waiting for the roasting to come. Unbelievable. Let's go, Dan. Let's go. For 43 months, right? What more do you need to know, right? Like Dan's been here for 43 months. 43 months. Dan, thank you very much. Let's keep cooking. Let's go, let's go. Yeah. Dan's been amazing. Um yeah. 10% and open. I like it. DLTH is going for that high again. Right? So there it goes. So again, $4 is your next little issue there. Dan is definitely a goat. A useless goat, but a goat. Raymond, maybe try the app as well. So I know some people have issues with the computer and or the phone, and you have to try a different device, stuff like that. No, 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 no. Is there a recommended platform? I would maybe consider Webull. Webull if you're Webull or Interactive Brokers, James. Those usually work well. BSLK is still just consolidating here. Andy, are you still in this thing? Like it's holding the bottom, right? It's holding that 380. Yeah. Below, Webull is better. Okay. That thing has been impressive, hasn't it? Very, very impressive. SOGP. Yeah. 30 going for $32 now. Crazy. Supplies Triple U hasn't followed this because they're kind of similar, but DLTH, good scalp. Good scalp. I'm glad you sold that thing too. Because look at it now, right? Would have been nice if you weren't so greedy and sold at $4. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Prasad says I met my daily goal and I'm closing it for today. Why is it that guys, all of the good members in the chat are cooking? Why? Why, guys? Prasad just met the daily goal. Okay, cool, right? Bilal just took a really nice scalp on DLTH. Okay, cool. And Matt is at $1,300 for the day. Okay, cool. Chris just cooked today. Okay, cool. Who else? Who else? Right? Why? What's going on? What's going on? Maybe it's because they put in the work and invest in themselves, and they put in the work, right? Let's go. Annalisa, welcome to the community. I'm going to get you an invite link here. Invite. Let's go. Let's go, Bilal. Yeah. Right? Let's go. Look at that. And this is another thing. Chris, you and Bilal had the same problem. Is you guys don't listen. You guys don't listen. You guys do very suspicious things. Right? So I had to yell at Bilal the same way that I yelled at Chris. Like, hey, you know what to do. Just don't do stupid stuff, please. And then good job, Bilal. Right? I like that scalp. That's a very good scalp. That's exactly what we want to see. And Elisa, welcome to the community. This is your invite. Alrighty. So click this invite at the bottom of the chat. That's going to take you straight to Discord. Follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. There's the very last video at the bottom of the chat. Watch that video. It's going to walk you through all the channels. It's going to walk you through the educational stuff. So your best friend is going to be the education section and asking questions in stock general. Alrighty. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Really just take the time and learn. Everything that you need to know, scroll to the top of the Getting Started, start watching stuff, and it's really going to help you. And make some money. Yeah, you will. Don't worry. We will make sure you make some money. Good, Chris. Good. Let's go, Bilal. Good. Good. Like I said, it benefits me in no way when people are losing money. Like benefits the community in no way when people are losing money is sell. If that means I have to fight some people to make sure they listen, then I will fight. Good job, guys. I'm very happy for you, right? So it's hard, right? Like especially the mental side, like it's difficult. So it's just one step at a time. One step at a time. SOGP has been a beast. My goodness, look at that thing. Just creeping and creeping and creeping. BBLG, yeah, double top. So double top and then back down. Yeah, where's Andy? Andy is still in this? Because it's looking a little bit better, isn't it? I know you were interested in this one. Andy was interested in this one because, yeah, because no 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 no. Yeah, it's done a good job holding the bottom. It just needs to break. Offline says, I'm considering signing up for Gold. My question is, how do I pick a name when you go through so many names in your stream? Do you teach this in your Gold membership? Yeah. Offline. Yep. Yep. We do. CIGL. Yeah, that thing is just being yeah, too much sideways price action here, right? And it's below the VWAP. Stocks that are below the VWAP are becoming really not appealing at all, right? So really not appealing. I mean, it's holding 280 still, so we shall see. Dang, look at SOGP. Too bad this thing's very expensive now, though. Uh, $280. $283. Spy NVIDIA. Let me take a look at Spy again. Send it viral. Send it. Where's our 1% green day today? NVIDIA 172. Oh yeah, that resistance at 172. Dan. Yup. A lot of IPOs this week. I was looking at that this morning. There are no real IPOs on here that we care about. The IPOs that we are interested in, are going to come next week, right? So, yeah, all of the IPOs are next week, right? Good ones, bad ones, all next week, right? So this is the one that people have been asking about. These three, right? Well, this one and then this one, the Gemini, right? So, like I said, we'll do more research this weekend, and then we'll focus on IPOs next week. Alrighty. So yeah, most of these IPOs are next week. So there's really nothing too crazy nothing to be overly excited about. BSLK is trying. How do you get into Discord, Janelle? You have to click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Dan, the link from Nightbot, and become a Legend member, Legend Pro, or the Gold member. So read the membership, see what they offer, and then select one. Once you become a member on YouTube, then you get the link to join us in Discord. There goes BSLK. Slow and steady. So again, your next little resistance here is going to be this little 420 spot, right? So 5 cents away from that. I'm not sure why we have. Oh yeah, we had that line at $4. The $4 line. And they slap BBLG all the way back down to 320 again. And then DLTH is still looking really good, isn't it? Right? So I bet you Bilal is in this one again. Why? Because criminals always. There goes DLTH, guys. Looking good. Looking good. So top two names for now, DLTH and BSLK. Those are the top two names for me, at least. 180 June 9, which I know, right, Dustin? I know. It's hindsight, Here comes a test of 420 though for BSLK. Super slow though, isn't it? Super slow. Mm. Yeah, so Annalisa, just follow the steps and you should be good to go. BSLK, slow and steady. Is anybody holding BSLK? Anybody catch it up the bottom there? Anybody? You are? Okay. 410 Winterfell? Moniz. 392? Look at that. Moniz. Yeah, so 420 is your next little resistance here. So we just hit 419 and then came back down just a little bit. Just a little bit. ZNB, yeah. Kel, that thing is doing a really good job of holding, right? Doing a really good job of holding, and it does need to break out of the range. Yeah, but it does look good. Clay, you're in at 399. Well done. Yeah, it would be nice if that thing had more volume, to break above that 420. But it is so slow, so slow. That's the annoying part about days like today. DLTH again, like we said, this is the other name that's done well. So what's interesting? Both of these stocks are pushing for 420. DLTH just broke about 420. So brand new highs of the day on this one. There goes 428. Uh, you got in late. That's 380 though. Better than what it's at now, right? There goes 420, Nicholas. So you're nice and green. Look at this, guys. Chris says, hot damn. DLTH 380, 380 to 412. 5 green trades out of 6 so far. Come on, Chris. Maybe I do need to yell at people more. Chris, well done. Congratulations. Good job. My goodness. Yeah. Well done. Well done. Yeah, DLTH is looking very nice. So high of $4.36. Yeah, Neon. Yeah, Neon has done well. BSLK obviously couldn't break above its own level, above 420, but DLTH clearly did. Clearly did. Is BSLK below the VWAP? It is. Yes, it is. Yeah, stocks below the VWAP they're becoming quite annoying. Is it too late, Rory? At the highs of the day, the answer is never yes, but at the highs of the day, you're asking for trouble, right? So there we go. Brand new highs of the day, 437. Going once, going twice, and not quite yet. AK, did you get into this one? Here we go. Give us the boomskis. There's a nice sell block at 437. Also, you're in a supply zone, right? So yeah, don't forget to smash the like, guys. I would really appreciate that. Take a second, smash the like, hit that subscribe if you're new, and yeah, smash the like. The latency issues from TradingView. My broker app is showing results around 15 seconds more before TradingView. Even hmm, yeah, yeah. I'm not sure, Ibrahim. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's always going to be like this, when we deal with stuff like this. You know. So we just made brand new highs, $4.40. Look at that, Bilal. Give me a high five. Well done. I like it. Golden candle is supposed to mean that there's a sell-off coming at some point. Yeah, right. Well, so like a reversal of the current direction, right? Um, doesn't always work that way, but usually, right? So when you see the golden candle, it usually means like, hey, be careful, right? So you see this golden candle right there, and then at some point we dip, right? When you see that golden candle, it's like, hey, please be careful, please be careful on your positions. That's annoying. Yeah, at least you made money still. At least you're green. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Come on, you can do it. Forget the golden candle. Let's see boomskis. Rory? Yeah, green is green. Monies is monies. BSLK doesn't quite look like it's dead yet, but we're still below that 420 and it's having a hard time. So still having a hard time. Yeah. Looks like it wants to go boomskis though. There we go. 444. So we get rid of this. Give us more. There's nothing else really cooking, so is anyone still in CIGL? Hopefully not. And if you are, hopefully you're watching yeah. Yeah, just not a whole lot going on here with this one. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Pray, read, restore. Cool. Let's go pray. Welcome to the community. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that thing is trying. This one's been nice, slow and steady though, right? DLTH. Yeah, it's been nice. Losing so much money, I'm ready to learn. Good. So click this link at the bottom of the chat, pray. That's your invite link. Click that link and follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. At some point today, please make sure you watch the very last video in the Getting Started. It's going to walk you through all the channels, what you need to do, where you need to go, blah, blah, blah. Alrighty? Welcome. ZNB still holding that 200 there? Yeah. So 250 is still your support on this one. Kel, you're still in this thing, right? So yeah, watch 250 there for support. And BSLK again, we know the story with that. So we need some more boomskis. Mm. Yeah, so for now, CIGL is kind of holding 280, so it needs to keep holding that level. Why is everything so slow today, though? Right? In this case, like DLTH has been slow, but it's been quite nice. This is the right way to be slow, right? Slow and steady. But everything else, my goodness. Hey yo, Devin. Yo yo yo. So 445 seems to be where all the wicks are wicking for now. All the wicks are wicking. Here we go again. 445 going once, going twice. And sold to Virus. There we go. 448. 450. 450. Ooh, okay. Good. I like it. Keep going, please. I think we still need that candle to close above, but like honestly, just close above 450 there, right? What are your thoughts on lunchtime trading? 11. It's usually slow. JC, it's usually slow, right? But honestly, it depends on the day. Um, Usually slow. Is it too late? The answer is never yes, but at the highs of the day, it's dangerous, right? $3? Okay. Yeah, for now it's holding that level there. Hopefully the volume comes in for you, D. Okay, back to DLTH here because this is the one for now. Still need those candles to close above though. Patrick, $4. Okay. Raven, are you still watching that one? CNFA. Type yes in the chat if you're still in. Type yes in the chat if you're still in DLTH. Type yes in the chat if you're still in this one. Looks nice, doesn't it? Looks very nice. Looks very nice. So 460 at the current high. There we go. 465. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. I like it. Yeah. IV, good job. Good job, C. Make monies before the one and ones, right? Stay green though, please. Alrighty. Don't let it go back. Move those stops up, please. Pretty please. What level of knowledge do you need for your member? Do you want spoon feeding? But I'm not at the advance as your audience seems to be. No, I think we want anybody to join the community as long as they're willing to learn, right? As long as you're willing to put in the work. The only people that I have an issue with are the people that will just show up and say, "Tell me when to buy, tell me when to sell." That's all I need, right? Um, yeah, we want the people that understand, like, hey, we have to put in a little bit of work, right? So you didn't just show up on day one to your job and say, hey, like I have no experience, no knowledge, nothing, and I need a paycheck, right? It doesn't work like that. Yeah, most here have been putting in plenty of time. Exactly, right? Most of our members show up to classes, watch the videos, ask questions, right? Uh, so like that's the type of stuff we want, right? Show up to the classes, ask questions if you have them, watch the recordings, like just put in the effort. You know, it's hard, but you just have to keep working, just like anything else, right? Yeah, exactly. It's a process. You know, it's a process. You just have to keep slowly learning one thing at a time, one thing at a time. I don't know how to use stop losses. Okay, how do I use that? Okay, now I know how to use stop losses. Okay, cool. How do I use TradingView? Oh, okay. Now I know how to use TradingView, right? Like, one thing at a time. Um, yeah. That's not true. Don't listen to Prasad, guys. I want to learn about consistent results. Beautiful. And dividends for a secure future. Kyle, you're in the right place, right? Jeff is gonna talk your ear off about dividends. Yep, exactly, D, exactly. Exactly. Yep. You know what's always crazy to me though is how people like, you're doing something that potentially gives you like, time freedom and everything else. Like trading can be really, really rewarding, right? Really, really rewarding. Like really rewarding, right? Like one of those things where like it's difficult, right? But it can be really rewarding. Sometimes it's amazing to me that people are not willing to put in the effort to do something that's potentially more rewarding than anything else, right? They're putting the least amount of effort into stuff like that, yet they're willing to put in max work somewhere else, like the job and other things, or like you just expect it to be easy, Jeff, type something. Yep, yep. Jeff is yeah, yep, yep, exactly, Jose. Mm, mm. Um, there we go. Hmm. I wonder why that is. Yeah. Twice. Winterfell. Yeah. I think as soon as it started to create a bit of a supply zone up there, yeah, would be an issue. Um, yes, but I think your issue is really closer. Um, like right between. No, so this area is going to be your issue. So 320 and 330. That's going to be your issue. So the closer to the VWAP, right? So closer to this area, right? So there was 318, right, on that last candle there. So 320 to 330, I think that's going to be more of your issue. Here it goes again, though, 315. It's trying. Yeah. 316. And then, yeah, that supply zone Winterfell was a bit of an obstacle there. No, 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 no. Savoir. I like it. Do you have a position in this in NBY? Let me know. BBLG. Yeah, not really moving, but trying to consolidate a little bit. So yeah, trying is trying. Maybe a retest of $4, Rory. Maybe. Strict with how you pay yourself, Kyle. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Okay, Kel, agreed. SOGP, look at this crazy thing, guys. Look at that thing. Just keeps going, huh? Just keeps going. 33.50. My goodness. Uh, mm-mm-mm. Ray. I think it's Ray, right? Ray. Oh, Ray upgraded to GOAT. I think we're gonna have to close out the goat membership at like yesterday. Like yesterday. When you schedule a one-on-one, guys, please don't yeah, please don't schedule more than one at a time. Schedule one until you have like your session, and then schedule another one. Alrighty, so please do not schedule a whole bunch at the same time, because then that's kind of annoying. Not annoying, but annoying, but not annoying. Yeah. So schedule one at a time. But yeah, Ray, welcome to the community. Welcome to Goats. Go to the one-on-one channel in Discord. There's a calendar link in there. Schedule something. Is it a G? Unbelievable virus. Unbelievable. Welcome, Ray. So again, go to the go to the one-on-one channel in Discord and schedule something in the one-on-one voice. Not the one-on-one voice, the one-on-one channel, please. Yeah. So Bilal, like it looks like all we did was 318 and then came back down, right? So the red zone, and then guess what? DLTH came back to retest the $4 level, right? So basically a breakout of $4, a retest. uh, craziness. Okay, perfect. Yeah, BMNR. BMNR is yeah, it's obviously ETH, right? So crypto price action moves. Savoy, you never answered the question, right? So NBY looks really good. It's testing a double top at 360s. It's another one of those slow and steady ones. Again, when I say I'm not kidding, like when I look at something like this as a GOAT member, you know exactly where to get in, right? So that's always been the goal, right? That's the goal. Like, hey, um, when you do a one-on-one, when you leave that one-on-one, you want to know exactly when to buy and when to sell. And there is not a single GOAT member in the chat that's had a one-on-one that can look at this and tell me that they don't see where to get in, right? So even stuff that's this slow, right? So you did three, you missed it. Oh, I did, yeah. You were in at $3. Okay, good. So you have a double top at 360 for now, Savoie. If I was in this position, I would probably put a stop loss right below 340. Or again below 335. Give it a bit of room and hope that it keeps going up, right? So, but you are at resistance, so you could always scale out to if you have a big position, right? You can clearly see there's a double top right there. So that's a bit of an obstacle, right? So that when you're at resistance, always a good time to take some gains. So testing 350 and holding for now. CIGL, Bilal is still testing that supply range again. So you're getting higher lows, which is good. It is that, isn't it? Yep, yep. It's like it looks like sunglasses from a cartoon, you know. Rory says, learning a lot watching these streams. Used to FOMO a lot. Good, good. I like it. Yeah, people always feel like, oh my goodness, the stock is pumping. I'm missing out on everything. It's not. Promise, it's not like that. It doesn't work like that. Even a stock that's gonna go up 200%, 300% is gonna give you an opportunity. You just have to know when to get in, right? Yeah, just have to know when to get in. 6%. You know, Dan, with attitude like that, of course you only got 6%. I'm kidding. Ah, 6% is better than zero. You know, it's okay. Your wife is gonna spend it anyways. ah. Data sounds good. Do. 178. And then got back in at 3 Savoie. Okay, good job. Nice. Yeah, I think you've done really well with that. Yeah, congrats. Good jobs. They had news today. Yeah, I saw some people scalping that. It's just one of those names that I'm never really interested in, you know? Just never really interested in that stuff. Uh, uh, Rory, yeah, especially EV like EV stocks, right? Nobody cares about EVs, at least not yet, right? In the future, yes. And the EVs that people care about are like the Teslas, you know, like an established brand, and EVs from companies that are already like out there, right? Like a Toyota EV, a Ford EV, Volkswagen EV. Like these are companies with a solid foundation and they have like a customer base, right? Those guys are gonna sell EVs, right? When you have brand new companies coming out without even having customers and they're trying to like compete, they're gonna struggle. And then when your CEOs or PO, anyways, you know what I'm trying to say, like Mullen, then you really know yeah. Lose it to zero. Yeah. Any good spikes? Hey, which membership do I need if I want signals or watch live videos in pre-market? Um spoon feeding. No, so the legend membership is what you want to join us in Discord. The legend is what you want. There are no live videos in pre-market, right? Everybody chats in stock general. In pre-market, and the alerts come through, the breaking news comes through. Yeah, again, the time will come where we stream in Discord in the morning and stream in Discord probably. Anyways, let me stop talking before I get in trouble from Dan and Virus. Stop talking. NBY is breaking out there. So Savoy, if you set that stop loss, the stop loss never hit, right? If you took some gains, either way, that's fine, right? But your stop loss, the stock is trending up. NBY, it's all over the place though. That candle came back. Yeah, Michael, yeah, nice pop and then back down. SOGP, I don't know how they're doing it, but they keep pumping it. Yeah, dividend October 1st. Yeah, I don't know how they're doing it, but they're pumping the damn thing. Ah. Mm. You're just watching now? Okay, you sold? Okay. Sounds good. You made money still, which is amazing. Um, yeah, that's one that I haven't really pulled up today. BSLK is still holding the bottom there below, right? So maybe at some point, actually, no, this was Andy watching that. Um, yeah, yeah, this is the one you're looking at below. Still just playing with that supply zone, right? FCHL just went public. Fitness champs. Interesting. Okay, let me pull it up here. FCHL. I don't think the yeah, looks like it's halted up. Swimming lesson programs offers children weekly swimming programs, ladies swimming programs, mixed adult swimming programs, private swimming, toddler weekly swimming programs, and something about Cabera swimming swimming complex. La 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 was founded in 2020. Company was founded in 2024 and headquartered in Singapore. Ridiculous. Ridiculous is so from Singapore, and they do swimming programs. They founded in 2024 and they already went IPO in 2025. Somebody says scam without saying scam. Anyways, it's alive and halted up, so that's good. Ah, too funny, unbelievable. Do they have a website, guys? Let's take a look at their website. How do you go public in 2024? How do you like create a company in 2024 and then go public in 2025? The man who is swimming against the stream knows the strength of it. Best swimming lessons for kids, toddlers, and adults. Making waves in water confidence. Anyways, I don't know if that's English, but um, do they make enough revenue to be a public company? I mean, they must. Anyways, you guys want to? Too bad it's in Singapore though. You'd have to travel to Singapore to go learn how to swim. See, like if this was, like if yeah, it looks legit. The swim at night. Oh my days, focus. One of those fake auto generated startup pages. Seriously. Now, if this was a company from the United States, and it was a franchise, and or they did like Olympic training, like get your kids ready for the Olympics, blah blah blah, stuff like that, we'd be like, okay, there's a business there. Expensive, probably, right? But Anyways, this is no different than any other IPO, though, right? Most IPOs are garbage. But yeah, it's halted up. We'll see what happens. My first lesson is Monday. You're gonna have to fly to a different country, Dan. CIGL is still just fighting that supply zone. Um, is it done, CIGL, or is it a trap? Do you have a position, Marco? IBM virus. Let's take a look. Look at BSLK with a nice pop there. So that thing is done okay, hasn't it? Right? Yeah, nice little pop. It did a really good job actually holding that 380. So done a really good job holding 380. Alrighty. Yeah, that's a nice base. Yeah, it the curl of the $4. Anyways, this thing is unhalted, guys. We trashed it so much, it went from 450 back to 420. So I don't know what the deal is with this, but yeah, if it can stay above $4, maybe it's a good thing. So yeah, but yeah, it looks interesting. Like the technicals themselves don't look horrible. It's just the company itself is a little bit interesting. You would think like if a company is going to go public, it's going to be a bit more complex than swimming lessons, you know. But anyways, virus IBM. Ooh, I think if that thing can close above, so yeah, I can see what you're looking at. But like if you were looking for anything like call wise, I think the like at the end of the day, if it can close above the 200 EMA on the daily time frame, I think you might have something there, right? That 200 EMA has been quite nice for this stock, right? Like it goes all the way back there. Yeah, so I think if it can close above, yeah, that 200 EMA, you might actually start to see a reversal now because there's a lot of room to the upside, but you just don't want it failing at the 200 and then backing off. Yeah, it's not horrible. Just needs to close end the day above that 200 moving average. DLTH is trying to come back. So $4.30 on that thing there. Sounds good, virus. YW probably. Yeah, yeah. At least a company that's able to scale. Maybe they're gonna do franchises, and then that's how they're gonna make their monies. But yep, maybe. Pretty slow for a lot of these names, huh? Very slow. And then BSLK failed at 440, 450. 440, 450, and then retesting that 420 break. Again, like those scalps all over the place, right? Like you can scalp anything. It's just nothing is going boom skis. Yeah. No position, just waiting. That's okay. Um, Waiting is can be equally as important. And then OPAD is trying to come back to Winterfell. That's not bad. Uh, Yeah. I mean, you could basically do that, and it's like you're working, even on the lazy days. Winterfell, that's nice. Chris, you did it again. Oops, you did it again. Good job. Yeah, today requires a lot of patience, doesn't it? So that's okay. Sound potential takeover. Interesting. Potential takeover. La 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 la. Okay. Mm. Uh, is the same every day? Yeah. See, right? Like open is like that every day. Like every day. It's like up, down, up, down, up, down. Savoy, good job on taking your gains, by the way, on NBY, right? Good jobs. Good job. Thomas says, help. I'm losing it all on CEP. Did I miss something? Is the stock gone? CEP? Uh, what's your entry price on this, Thomas? What's your entry price on this? And also keep in mind, 25. Where's your stop loss? Again, this is where technical analysis comes into play, guys, right? I don't know why you're still in this play. And where's the stop loss? Right? Where's the stop loss? Okay, so you're holding calls. $25 strike, December 19. Okay, at least you have time on those calls, right? Um, at least you have time on those calls. But yeah, BTC has been super sus. So if that's the case, well, this one's gonna struggle. So, right, it's not just about the stock; it's about the performance of BTC, and BTC has been sus lately. So, and BTC is crypto is getting slapped today. So obviously this thing is gonna get slapped. Right. So I still think you should have put a stop loss on this thing, right? Like a break below. So like, yeah. So then we don't quite know when you bought those things, but your next support on this is going to be $18.50. So hopefully it stays above 18.50. Yeah. So hopefully it stays above 18.50. Yeah, merger. Yeah. Again, keep in mind you're not just playing the merger, right? You're playing BTC. So yeah, when you're holding something like that, that's completely like directed to buying BTC, you have to pay attention to BTC. Otherwise, you just hold bags. Neon. Yeah, Neon has done well, even though it's down 67%. Yeah, it's done really, really, really well. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. There we go. The $7. No rug pull potential. Yeah, no, it's definitely done well. Right? With the dips and the breakouts, done really well. Chris says that's all for me right now. Time to run some errands. Good. Thanks for everything. You're very welcome, Chris. I'll see you in Discord and later on. Stay green. Beautiful, Chris. Well done today. And I'm glad you're done for the day. And yeah, do some errands. Do some errands, please. Let's go, Kyle. Virus threaten you with violence. Love it. Kyle, welcome to the community. Welcome. This is your invite link at the bottom of the chat, Kyle. Click that link and follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Alrighty, welcome. And again, for the new people, watch that last video in the Getting Started and spend some time in the new trader education section. And if you have any questions, ask in Stock General. Let's go. Yeah. Welcome. Floyd. Let's see. Floyd got in at 224 and then out at 244. Good job. Good job, Floyd. Love it. Two trades. Let's go. Two trades. Two green trades. Love it. I like it. I like it. Yeah, it looks like it needs to break out of that supply zone, doesn't it? So good job with the scalp piece. You bought at $1? Okay. I see. Yeah, no, Neon has done well. Really, really well. There you go. There it goes. 7:30. It's annoying that something like this has to come from the bottom though, because we end up missing it. Kyle, yeah. So just follow this, click the link, follow the steps, and then spend time going through, the channels and whatnot, and you should be good to go. So there goes 740. Neon. Anybody else FOMO into this other than KT? Ray says your last educational video helped me be a bit more patient as opposed to just jumping in. But my entries have been bad. Yeah, we'll work on that stuff, Ray. Alrighty. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We will work on it. And then looks like we're failing at 750 there. You're in at 480 dot. Ooh, nice, very nice. Congrats. It's a pretty sweet entry. Pretty sweet entry. I like it. Mm-mm-mm. As of right now, what do I think about it? I think it looks fine. You're just at resistance, Baldman, right? So your entry would have been closer to the bottom, which Chris did, right? But now you're way too. I don't know. Why I'm using this line, um, but you're way too close to resistance there, right? So you're in that supply area now. So it looks fine. Your entry would have been closer to the bottom. Now you're really close to resistance. So you might as well just wait for the breakout. How do you join Discord 10? Click the link at the bottom there from Virus, Nightbot. Click the link, click this link, right? In the chat. And then sign up for the level that says Legend or Legend Pro, something like that. Wondering if it's worth holding for days. Um, if I were you, I would just consistently move that stop loss up. Alrighty, I would consistently move that stop loss up. Instead of worrying about, like, is it going to be a swing? But for now, it looks really good, right? Neon looks very good. 750 resistance, it looks like. You have your entries really good, so I would just keep moving that stop loss up. There it goes, 756. There we go. Yeah. What's the announces anticipate? Oh, okay. Just financial results. Yeah, I know the damn thing looks good. It's not like they had like a disaster of something happened. No. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Isn't rising with before a final bell? Yeah. Yep. That's not the worst. Yeah. DLTH is still just failing at resistance there. Do you have a stop loss in there though, Dot, at all? Is in yeah. Do you have a stop loss at all? Yeah. I mean, you're so far above your entry anyways that you should be okay, but yeah, you never know. Details. Uh, I hope it's not a dumb question, but when the non-bot goes off in stock general, does that pretty much look like a buy? It's one of those things where like it's something that you should be paying attention to, right? So like the alerts, right? So you should definitely be paying attention to that stuff. Um, but it doesn't mean you should be buying right away. That's where the education comes into play. So if you watch some of the videos in the new trader education section, it's gonna explain some of that stuff to you. Um, Alrighty. So like again, it's there to say, hey, like pay attention to this. It has news, so it's moving, right? Watch it, right? And then you have to use the knowledge to say, okay, I like this price. I need to wait a little bit, right? So you don't want to be jumping into everything that you see that goes off. Yeah, there goes a neon with a slap, right? So that's why we talk about those stop losses. Is you just never know. You never know. 3. Good. 10, we have it in there, yeah. Among other bots, right? So it's one of the ones we have. Why you like that one? You like it? La 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 la. Pola. That was a pretty good comeback for Neon. Very nice. Mm, and guess who isn't going away? SOGP. Crazy. 10. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, come join us. Come join us. We're gonna do 25 more minutes, guys, and then we'll hop off and go back to Discord so I can do some one-on-ones. Is it worth buying Neon at this price? Let me go back to Neon. I would say maybe look for a retest of like 650. So watch for closer to that level, or if we have a breakout above 760. Alrighty. So I definitely would be looking for a sell up or a breakout, Ibrahim. You know what's crazy again? If you look at this, and I poll any gold member in the chat, right? Pretty easy to tell when to get in and out of this thing. So that is good. Soon, hopefully, we need brand new highs, virus. ALTS, Yesenia. Yeah, I saw the news for that one. NBY is trying to curl again here, Savoir, but yeah, so holding 330, right? See, your exit was nice ish. ALTS. My thoughts on this. What's your position in this? You know what's crazy is, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So it's done. It's clearly done really well. Right. So yeah, you're gonna have to let me know though. Like, are you in this already? Because if you are, the answer is different to if you're not. Right. It looks really good for now. You just have a lot of resistance at 395 ish. 394, 395. No position, just watching it. Yeah, you need that breakout then. So you have two levels to watch here, right? This is one that it's approaching now, like right there, right? And then your second level will be that high on the left hand side. So these are your two levels. Alrighty, so it's obviously testing like the first level for resistance, so you need it to break, which it looks like it's breaking and pushing for the next level. So watch that candle for the close. If it can close and hold that level, you're looking for 405. That's going to be your next resistance. And then if it breaks, okay, cool. There's more room to the upside. But this thing is definitely done quite well. Right? I saw the news that came out. It posted in Discord. So again, benefit of being in Discord, right? So here goes the push for the next level. You pumped that thing, you senior. Pumped it. That thing just said, let me just go. Let me just go for the real level, the real resistance. Yeah, there goes 4-6. Your entry was a lot lower, right? Obviously, before even testing resistance. Good deal. Good. Kevin, are you good to go? Are you connected in Discord? You're good. Making a big W maybe. Let's take a look. So the W isn't quite forming, but I can see what you're looking at, right? So, the W will start to form when the candles close above 410. Then you might actually have a W. For now, it's trying to find a base at $4. They did, virus. Yeah, they did. Um, Lucid. Yeah, they did. Isn't that nasty? Like, look at that. Actually, they just did it 2 days ago, virus. You entered again at 4? Okay, yeah. It's finding a base there, which is good, Kevin. It just needs to pop. Yeah, 2 days ago, virus. Yeah, definitely scammers. Yep. And now what's the stock gonna do? Of course it's gonna creep because that's what they all do, right? It's not like the company's improved. It's just gonna keep creeping to $10, 9, 5. unless they actually do something crazy. Are they gonna do it? Probably not. They're just gonna let it bleed. I think it was like maybe $1, something like that. Yeah, Kevin, you can see that it's fighting, right? So trying. And then ALTS is like, hey, Yesenia, thanks for pumping me, because now I'm recovering. Yeah, that's not a bad pop. Kel, you're in Pola at $3. Nice. Yeah, ALTS is flying there now, Yesenia. You made that thing go. 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 So 420, right? The usual next suspect. 420. That's a nice push. 421. So Pola and this are both doing well for now. So volume rotation. And then I'll take a look at Circle. Yeah, that's a nice push for Pola there. Yeah, Kel, good job on that $3 entry. Right? Good job. I don't mean to keep saying hey gold members, but but if you're a gold member and you see something like this is pretty easy monies. This is easy. Do I any gold members in the chat? Pretty easy. Right? I think the only issue is sometimes you have too many names to watch. So then you're not maybe not paying attention to this one, but pretty easy. Pretty easy. So we need to get more one-on-ones done. I'll try and do some today, and then do more as the week goes on. Let me take a look at Circle. Oh, the gold members made the monies already, and they're done for the day. They're you think we'll get to 103? So obviously a red day for this one too because BTC is struggling, right? So do I think we get to 103? It looks weak, clearly trending in that direction. Um, like there's nothing that says we can't get to 103, right? That's really your next support. The only reason I'm hesitating is because that's a big ask, right? Um, like your next support is in that vicinity, like that's your next support, right? So on maybe from like 110 to 103, right? 104. Yeah, but you're asking for that's a big ask, right? So I think you're looking to do some cash secure puts and you're wondering, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Because now you have to look at BTC as well, right? Hmm. Yeah. What strike are you thinking about, Jericho, for your cash secured puts? What time in the AM do you start your live? Around 9:10 a.m. Eastern time. 9:10 a.m. Eastern time. On the 15th mark? Okay, sounds good. I will. Exactly, virus. Exactly, right? Like it has like psychological levels, right? Like 115, 110, right? So that level makes a lot of sense, but there's so many other levels in between that are not big levels, but they're levels. Yeah. Let me take a look at MU. Everyday virus is thrusting MU. 121. Beautiful. Beautiful. That was a nice double top though, wasn't it? Yeah. Very nice. Very, very nice. 103. If it pays you nicely, Jericho, I would do it. I definitely would do it. Especially if it pays you nicely. Because if we do get to that price, I think you want it anyways. You know. Uh, Winterfell, it's the secret sauce, you know. You're stuck on the getting started page. Yes, because you're not a member, Tan, right? You're not a member. You have to be a member and then follow the steps in the getting started. Winterfell, look now. Yep. So yeah, Jericho, click the link at the bottom. Not Jericho. Tan, click that link at the bottom there. Become a member, and then you can follow the steps. Yeah, click this. Click this link right there. Yeah. Sign up. Don't sign up for the level that says soda, please. Legend Pro, one of those levels. For Neon, no, Neon is testing that 650 we talked about, right? So retesting the downside then. So not a huge surprise. Pola has done really well, but you can clearly see that it's a supply zone. So Kel, did you take some gains? Right. So clearly resistance. Right. Surprise, surprise. No, not really. So yeah, 350 resistance on Pola. Yeah, we have like 13 more minutes, guys, and then we will hop off and go back to Discord. We will go back to the Discords. Why is 420 such a strong resistance level, guys? Like, why do people like selling at 420? You just like seeing, like, oh, I sold at 420? Like, how many stocks do we see go up and just they hit 420 and then they're like, that's it? UFG is unhalted. How much is it to be a member in Discord? Chenzi, like less than the price of your less than the price of anything that is so yeah, click the link at the bottom of the chat. It's going to show you already and what it offers. So click that link, sign up for the level that says legend is the minimum level, not the sold out, the legend. And then the legend pro if you want some group classes, right, some other stuff. And then yeah, and then other stuff. Mm. Yep, less than your monthly Starbucks budget, exactly. You know what I forgot to do? I still haven't looked at the like the crown merch. Whoever won the giveaway, I think it's Stallion or Spikes. Probably Stallion. So I need to look at that and then get that done. Just haven't had the time. SMX. SMX. You're still holding it? What's your entry price down? Was that the same entry at 370? Virus it did? Dang, that's annoying. When I win. Spikes, yes. Yes. Yeah, I think Stalin sent like the $200 super chat. I think it skewed everything in his favor, you know. Mm, Crypto. Yeah, again, Chenzi, you have to be a member before you can follow the steps, right? So I see you guys click the link, but it doesn't work unless you're a member. So hence why you have to connect your Discord to YouTube so I can tell that you're a member. Um, dot. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, C dot. Good job, right? So yeah, I get that we want to hold some of these names, because but look at that. Like you sold at almost $7, now it's at $6 and about to break down, right? So yeah, forget about tomorrow, just worry about today, right? Yeah, because I think that has a bit more room all the way down there to the demand zone and the 200. So, yup, crazy. This stock is just crazy. Is anybody holding this one? SOGP? Sheesh. From $1.18, it's just been going up to 36, just creeping up, just going and going and going. Beautiful, huh? China, 381. You're in it at 381 still, ST? Palantir. Oof. I am. What did they do? I mean, it seems to be sitting at a good spot, right? The closer you are to 148, the better. But it was about time this thing, had a nice slap. Huh? Yeah, maybe this is cash secured put spot for Jericho. Yeah. Yep. It's been consolidating the last few days. Like the last 2 weeks, it's been chilling at the spot virus. Right. So building a demand zone there. Not bad. And then Pola is shredding through the supply zone now. SMX just hit brand new highs of the day with that news drop. Yeah, that was a good curl. And then SMX. These guys had news. The news was posted in Discord, by the way, right? So again, um, beauty of being a part of Discord. Yeah, that's a nice push. So obviously your resistance is 5 cents away. So yeah, so that news 16 minutes ago, right? Singapore and SMX cements global leadership role in plastic sustainability with global plastic passport technology. Blah blah blah. Doesn't really matter, but the stock is cooking, right? Did anybody get into SMX? 175. So again, that news came out 16 minutes ago, right? So pray, yeah. Did you benefit from the alerts? 158. You took the alert, didn't you? Let's go, D. If you and don't Yep, I agree, D. Look at that, guys. Look at that, right? Like Prey just became a member. He just became a member and took the first alert. He took the first alert, SMX, and is already green, right? So congratulations. Already scalped it, right? In and out. Love it. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. Look at that. Just became a member and just took the first one and said thank you. I did. I love this group already. Let's go. Welcome, 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 welcome. Alrighty. So again, look at the news, look at the alert, see what the candles look like. Is it performing, right? And then go from there, right? And if it's not working, keep tight stop losses already. Keep it tight, and you'll be okay. After the live, I'll go to the membership as well. Sounds good, Kings. And good, pray, good. To sneeze, sneeze. Yeah, that was a good breakout actually with the news. Yeah, that was a really good breakout. Not a single red candle in sight, and that thing is just cooking, man. Just cooking, SMX. You know what's funny is the news makes no sense, does it? Like you read the news, you're like, okay, what does that really mean? It makes no sense. Right? Yeah, the times you can kind of decipher and say, oh, it means this. It makes no sense. Right? But really nice push. So based on the price action, right? Looks very nice. So let's see if that thing can get all the way up there to SMX. Yeah, Robert, that's what they do so well. It's what they do well. They screw retail and then they drop news, right? So because the float is smaller now, that thing is cooking though. Ooh, look at that thing go, SMX. SMX. So that next level at a $1.84 ish. Nice pop. Nice pop. If you want in, yeah. I think that's the downside to names like NVIDIA and Palantir, virus, is people expect the chaos to be there, so they're expensive. Expensive. Yeah, that was a nice run for SMX. Right? Just don't sleep in there, right? Secure your gains, right? In and out. Secure your gains. Do, 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 do. Yeah, so if you do become a member after Gods and Kings, if you do become a member after, you can still use the same link, and then just follow the steps in the Getting Started channel already. So yeah, look at that. So we hit the next resistance and then slap, right? So today is in and out, scalp and run, scalp and run, scalp and run. I mean, except unless you're holding SOGP, because that thing doesn't know when to. Brian, I hope so too. And then let's see if it gives us a dip and consolidate. Consolidation. I mean, look at DLTH, right? This was nice for the longest time and then slap, right? So obviously it's testing support now at 350, but everything is pumping and dumping today. So CIGL is just sitting above, the support here, not really doing much. Let me know if you have any last questions, guys. And then we're gonna hop off in a minute or so. Alrighty. Good, Lee. Good. Yeah. Good. 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 I clicked on Legends. It says sold out. No. So you probably have to scroll down, Chenzi. The legend isn't sold out. Right. So scroll down, and you're gonna see the one that says Legend, or Legend Pro, or the Gold level. Alrighty. What would you like? CIGL? Or SMX? Sure, whatever. uh, sure, whatever. Okay, something pump, please. In the monies, ooh, virus. Monies. Are you gonna take gains on those things, or you're just gonna keep them? There goes SMX 178 again, 179, 180, $1.80. Those candles are aggressive, like all over the place. They move quick. See you tomorrow, Mark. See you tomorrow. Yeah, especially since you have multiple, right? Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Do, do, do. Hello, Vahid. But yeah, so don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already, please and thank you. Smash a like, hit that subscribe if you're new. And again, if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbots and sign up for the legend level as SMX is making brand new highs. Ready? Um, looking good, SMX. November calls, 33% virus. Okay, nice. Yeah. What's the difference between the courses? We don't have courses. Like the levels. If you click on the thing, it's gonna show you the different like levels. Alrighty, so click the link at the bottom there. It's gonna show you the different levels. Anyways, there goes 190, guys, for SMX. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding SMX. Let's go. Carry on. Just popping in on a break to give a like and comments. Iago. Got Polo at 313 out at 350. Congrats to the new legends. Let's go. Well done. Carry on. Thank you very much. How do you get the demand and resistance zones on TradingView? You have to pay for it. So if you watched that intro video, Ibrahim, which I know you haven't watched, Savoir criminal, love it. There we go. $2 is coming. For some reason, we have the line at 207. I'm just gonna put another one at $2 here. Not sure why we have this one here. There might be a reason, probably, but yeah, $2, like close to $2. Be careful, right? Resistance. Ibrahim, watch that intro video. When you watch that video, I explain in there like, hey, this is the indicator. This is how you get it. That's the demand zones that I have. So that's the Bobe Algo channel in Discord, Ibrahim. Are you happy now? Now that something's pumping, are you happy, Bilal? So T Mac got in at 159 and sold at 184, made $500. Ooh wee, love it. Love it, love it, love it. $500 gain on SMX. Good job. Yeah, I think that's why I have that line at 207, even though I deleted it, right? So I did watch, but I'm confused with the Abube part. If you, yeah, yeah, you're confused. Uh, but yeah, so if you go to the Bobe Algo channel, we also did the class on Friday, right? Monday, sorry, Monday. We explained that stuff again. So if you're interested in getting the supply and demand zones, go to the Bobe Algo channel, and the instructions are at the very bottom. Good, Amir. Good, right? You have the community, you have the tools, you have the ideas, right? What more do you need, right? Yeah. What more do you need? Yeah, SMX was nice, right? Little opportunities like these all day, you know. Nice breakout, nice sell off, nice pop. Jeff says, "Hey yo, woke up to $188 gain on BSLK. The benefits of Discord. Bought at 759, sold at 4. Like I think PM. You sleeping gains. There you go, Jeff. Look at that. 3, 2. Look at that, right? Membership paid for, Jeff. You know it's nice, Jeff. Jeff has that free membership gifted from Josh. When does your membership expire, Jeff? So we're testing the $2 for SMX and breaking $2. So all green this week. I like it, Dustin. Well done. Well done. All green this week. Have a wonderful day as well. Never. I believe I did mine yesterday. Did yours already? Jeffrey, what do you mean? So yeah, $2 resistance on SMX. Congratulations, everybody. This was nice, right? Even the dip was an opportunity there. The deeps. uh, The only thing, for the markets, Virus, the only thing that would have helped today was if BTC was green. But no, BTC is being a POS. And SMX is looking good still, right? Even though there's resistance at $2 here. 388 should have closed at 450. That's okay. You made monies though, Jeff, right? You made monies. So why do you have a stop loss on this? Better have a stop loss. Bodman, you too. Virus levels. Never heard of her. Yeah. What's a stop loss? Well, there goes $2 resistance and failing, right? So not a huge surprise there. The damn thing still looks good to me though, but it needs to break above 2 and close if it wants to keep running. You made money though, Savar, so that's all that matters, right? Let's see. Okay, let me scroll down, Virus. Ah, Virus, come on now. Come on now. Come on. Unbelievable. Ah, spikes. Unbelievable. I know, right, Jeff? Yeah. You can only do that for so long, before you keep diluting people and like people start hating MSTR. Like what's Misty at now? Misty, right? Like what's this at? Ooh, really? Damn. My goodness. That is ridiculous. Misty looks horrible, doesn't it? Damn. Crazy. Good time to buy? Probably. Maybe. Maybe. Think long term. Yeah. No, long term I'd rather just yeah. I think for you, Jeff, you like this one. I like I bid more, right? I like I bid more just because I don't really care for the dividends. Um Obviously they're both down the same, right? So and then ULTY is I think ULTY is my favorite yield max ETF probably. ULTY. These dividends, you just have to deal with the violence of the decay there. Craziness. Come for dividends, stay for the uh, I just want straight BTC growth. That's it, Jeff. That's all I'm asking for. Just straight BTC growth. I looked into that, Jeff. The only issue is for Canadians, the dividends are taxed. Right. So when you get a dividend, there's another 15% tax on that dividend. So I'm like, this just seems like unnecessary work. There it goes. SMX is looking like the best name for now, isn't it? Looking good. That was a good retest, wasn't it? So retested the last breakout and then popped brand new highs. There's that 207 we were talking about, right? So that two we were wondering why that line was at 207, but looks like there was a reason. Roth, yeah, agreed. Carry on, me too. On tax dividends. How about your retirement fund, Roth? Yeah, so we have something that's called the TFSA, which is the same. Jericho, I like that. Yeah, so it's called the TFSA. It's the same. Yeah, but I already have that maxed out. So I was thinking of buying some Misty, but then I was like, well, I have no place to buy that. So yeah, but if Misty is still all the way down in the abyss when we get to like next year, then yeah, I don't think we want it to be there though, because then that means BTC has done nothing for 4 months. Don't think that's what we want to see. Don't think that's what we want to see. No, I haven't seen that, but I think it's I think Yogi's close to the same. Yogi's cost is zero for Misty. He's a scam. Zero. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah. Did you see the Meet Kevin piece on Misty? He believes it's a scam. Really? Oh wow. Yeah. So zero because he's pulled out so much in dividends, right? Like invested a whole bunch, pulled out dividends. Where like now it's like it's even, right? So he's, especially when you get 100%, 150% a year, you hold that thing for a year, you have all your money back. And if you've been pulling the money out, then you have nothing else to worry about, right? Yeah, it's house money. So now you're just getting dividends on, on house money, right? Which is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Yeah. Yeah. Even with the decay, right? Even with the decay, you still hold a number of shares and you're still getting, dividends. Then you can pull that money out and invest it in other stuff. Yeah. IT. Yeah. What's your cost basis for Misty? Doo, doo, doo. I think Jeff is like Jeff. You should be in a similar spot, right? Because you've been investing in Misty for a long time now. You should be close to zero. Yeah, look at that, right? Yeah, so total returns on Misty since inception 234%, right? So, yeah, if you were pulling the monies out, you have all your monies back. Roughly 18. Okay, that's not horrible. That's not horrible. I don't think Misty is a scam. I just think, what they're doing is they're diluting too much. Yeah. Yeah. If you get a friend request in Discord, it's not me, guys. It's a scammer. Promise. Alrighty. I'm not sending you friend request. You can send me one, but I'm not gonna send you one though. So right away, you know that it's a scammer. The second way you're gonna know is if you look at the name, it doesn't have the HTX. Is it HTX? Yeah. If it doesn't have that, right away you know it's a scammer. Right away. Right. So those are the two easy ways. Right. So if the HTX isn't beside the name, yeah, easy scammer. So don't get scammed. It looks like a nasty Trump rug. Yeah. Yeah, anything that's connected to Trump and crypto, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Yeah, virus. Yeah, I thought about it. I think the only thing that held me back at 18 was like the taxes and not having room in other places. That was about it though. Jeff, yeah, when's the next X date for Misty? Maybe I'll just do it. When's the next dividend date? Spikes? No. Uh, August 28th. The last was August 28th. Okay, so we're looking. Yeah, end of the month then. Yeah, Matt. Thank you very much. Yeah, so end of this month. Okay, I'll see what it looks like closer to end of the month. Because I don't want to sit there for a few weeks, and then let it decay. and then yeah. So why till tomorrow? Matt, are you in SMX? SMX. Oh, Friday discounts, maybe. Crypto's all over the place, and there definitely is more room to the downside. BTCI. Okay. Anything else moving? BSLK with a nice little rebound to the 200 EMA. But now SMX is I mean, look at this, right? CIGL just keeps playing with that demand zone. So it's nice that it's holding, but my goodness, it needs to do something. And then. So for now, the only name that's really done well is SMX, right? So it is still looking really good. Yep, exactly. IT, yeah. So it goes up right before and then sells up after, right? So mm, 15 to 18. Use to buy Misty. Yeah, nice, Jeff. Very nice. Very, very nice. Here goes 215. Brand new highs of the day. So SMX is looking for that supply zone there. Definitely start thinking of moving the stops or taking some gains. Let me know if you have any last questions, guys, and then we will hop off and continue in Discord. Alrighty, any last questions? Do, do, do. 300 shares of Coney now? Yeah, I bet. Coney. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to be alive. To be alive. To be alive. What's Coney at now too? Coney's at $7 ish. At least Coney's green today, you know. I think that's what I like about Coney is it's not just a crypto play, right? It's just like yeah. So it's you're not always dealing with like BTC being red, and then you're like, what am I gonna do now? The last dividend date, yeah. So it looks like Coney is the end of next, like closer to the end of this month as well, right? So yeah, July 24th, August 21st. So and then the 26th, yeah. So usually in the 20s, for Coney to make monies. Buy low, sell high, JC. Yup. SMCI. No. Um, I don't like SMCI because it's like the fake version of like the the semiconductor stocks. I think when you play with dividend stocks, there has to be not just a dividend, but it has to be an okay company as well. Yeah, every 4 weeks. Yeah, so like BTC or like and AMD, NVIDIA, right? Tesla, like stuff, actual solid things. Yeah, I'm a fan, right? Anything else? Like even what's mRNA has like a yield max ETF, right? I'm like, that thing is kind of garbage, even though it pays. But look at SMX, guys. SMX hit that supply zone and said, "Excuse you." Look at that, right? They slapped it. So hopefully you're taking your gains on the way up. Hopefully you're taking your gains on the way up, or you have stop losses. Alrighty. Yes, virus. Yes, yes. You mean remember when we were talking at the beginning of the year? We were like, "What's going to be the stock of the year?" Right? I think we all agreed that it would be AMD stock of the year, and then AMD almost went up 100%. Yeah, when $1.30 SMCI. That's nice, Jeff. 50% AMD. Yeah, only if someone kept spamming it. Yup, exactly, virus. Exactly. 100%. Yep. Sometimes you don't only need 100% on the momentum stocks. Mm, mm, mm. Uh, yeah, Ray, make sure you schedule a one-on-one, okay? Because I see that you booked one and then declined, right? So make sure you actually schedule something. Bad time, 4:39, 4:39, 4:39, 4:39. Uh, Matt, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, you definitely got in at a bad time, right? Yeah, you got in right there, Matt. Right, so it's stalling at resistance right below supply zone, right? Below the 9, below the chrono, below the VWAP, below the 200, right? You just kept holding it. So definitely held that thing. Can I tell you a little bit? I think at this point you're just hoping that it stays above 330, and then it can push back up at some point. But it's hopes now, right? Keep that stop loss tight if you do that. You could have easily been out at 420, 419, $4, right? Instead of just letting it go to the abyss. Sounds good, the one. Uh screenshot this, yes. As long as they stop doing stupid offerings virus. I think people got tired of that. Anyways, guys, we're gonna leave it here for the day though. Have a wonderful afternoon. Be safe. Don't do anything too crazy, please. Uh okay. Yeah, don't do anything too crazy. Catch you guys in Discord. Thank you very much again for the support. And let's keep making monies. Alrighty. Bye for now. Much love. Smash a like before you go. Hit that subscribe if you're new. If you want to come join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Thank you, Virus. Thank you, Luna. Justin, have a great day as well. Yesenia, keep cooking, please. Have a wonderful day. CM, have a wonderful day. Pray, welcome to the community. Have a wonderful day. Sevoir, Sevoir. Welcome, and see you next time. Bye for now, Shima. See you in Discord. Matt, see you in Discord. Dan, much love. Thank you, Dan. You too. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Peace. Much love, Iris. Chester, have a wonderful afternoon. See you in Discord. Spikes, see you tomorrow. Much love. Again, thank you all very much. A, thank you. Green Day today, good. Snipes, see you in Discord. Bye, Ibrahim. Jericho, thank you very much. Bye. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, let's go. See you in Discord, Jeff. Bye, guys. Bye.